If you Facebook Nate Fleming, you'll find a Portland comic. We had like a really weird like confrontation. It was very friendly. It's like, you're Nate Fleming, I'm Nate Fleming too. You're doing a show that's really well-paying in Portland? That's not me. Okay. I'm Nathan Fleming. Anyway, it's tough for me to get up here. They tell me, like, if you're going to get up on stage, make sure that you are confident. Like, act confident. If you don't act confident, the audience will know. And I always tell those people who tell me, like, oh, that's great, but, like, it doesn't make me feel any more comfortable because the audience is psychic now. Well, I guess technically you're empaths. So like you're Deanna Troi. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, you know that joke. Okay. So I was chatting with my therapist online, because that's what you can do now, and she said to me, you know, really, Nathan, the only person who can hurt you is you. And I went into the session the next week, and I said, you know, thank you very much. That was really important to me. That how you really empowered me. And she said, no, that was actually an invitation. Because she wants me to die. She's a bad therapist. I grew up in the 80s like so many of us, right? Some round of applause. Yeah, there you go. If I said 90s, you guys would all applaud too. There you go. But I grew up playing Atari, you know? Yeah. Atari fucking sucks. It's like 4 pixels. It's 4 pixels, and you put in combat, and you're bang, 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 and their game's over. You know, like, what was so appealing about Atari in the 1980s? Like, hey man, why don't you come outside? No man, I'm playing Atari. Like, really? No man, if I go outside I have to put on these stupid glasses and I have this like stupid ass mustache and like really short shorts. People laugh at me if I go outside, but I got all this cocaine. Yeah! And then you have Atari. I want to talk about Bushnell. Noah Bushnell got screwed, but that's a different show. All right, that's the, yeah. You know, the internet's cool and electronics are cool and stuff, so I decided to open up my own Etsy shop. I sell little miniature replicas of my soul. It's cool because they're really tiny cats with Ellen Thicke's face. $3.50. They're replicas, so I'm not really selling my soul as this kind of little. Yeah. You know you want it, like $3.50. Seriously, like you sneeze that. Oh yeah, cats. Like I've done this joke a couple times, and I've found out because there are really weird fucking people in this audience. Cats know when you're on acid. They have like a thing in their brain that like really tunes in with like the things that you give off when you're doing acid. This is scientifically proven according to fans of Capital City Theater. You come up to me after the show and like really think I'm interested in this stuff. But, well, really, I did do acid once, and my cat was in the room. My cat walks by and he's like, "Oh, sorry." I said, "What?" I said, "Where is he going?" He's going to the kitchen. He turns around and he says, "No, I'm sorry, man. I just shit in your shoe." And I said, You really just shit in my shoe, kitty boo?" He says, "No, man, I'm just fucking with you because I know you're tripping." Yeah. This is the best / worst acid trip. I don't know. We hung out. We played Left 4 Dead. It was cool. Man, I've got a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old at home. My 2-year-old is just learning language because he's early two. But he calls chocolate cock. Yeah. You want a cupcake? Oh, cock! All right. And he calls bunnies. We watch Curious George. There's lots of bunnies on the show. Herbert Menninger. Where are you? Nope, nobody watches that show. Okay. But he calls bunnies money. So I'm really looking forward to Easter when he wants his cock money. Because I'm gonna laugh really hard. Even though there's no such thing as cock money. It sounds weird. But no, so I laughed at that, and then he decided he was going to start telling jokes to me. He walked up, and he was looking out the window, he starts pointing, he goes, "Car! Car! Car! Car!" car! I'm like, okay. I'd look up from Facebook for a second. I'm like, yeah, that's a car. He goes, no, cool truck. I don't know, I'm not paying him. But I do like to hide his copy of Where's Waldo. I feel it adds an extra dimension to the experience. The funny thing is I couldn't find that joke this morning when I was trying to write this. Anyway, finally, I've talked to you about I've talked to you about my grandpa Sean. I'll just tell you about him again. I had my grandpa Sean. He lived with us before he passed, and it was really sweet. He used to give me, he would tuck me at night, and he'd say, Nathan, listen, this is very important, okay? I know I spent all day drinking out on the couch, but it's time for you and me. And I want you to know, Nathan. Tell your mother. And he would choke up at that point. Tell your mother every day that you love her. Because you never know, Nathan. Tomorrow might be the day that I blindly back the fuck over you in the driveway. Now good night, Nathan, and sweet dreams, baby. All right. I'm Nathan Fleming. Thanks a lot for